Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting interview by Financial Insight. My name is Mwelua, and we are on the final day of Mining Indaba, which has been so exhilarating. And I'm joined by Dr. Chikoma from GreenCo, the happy people of GreenCo, to just share with me his reflections on 2026 Mining Indaba. Dr. Chikoma, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. I can see that you're still as fit as a fiddle, and it's day 4. We've done over 1 million steps in the CPI 3C1 and 2. But are you able to just share with us what GreenCo's experience has been at this 2026 edition?
Sure. I think it's been a very positive Indaba for us. I think, building on our involvement last year, we brought a bigger team this year. We've had a lot more engagement this year. I think there's been a lot more awareness of our company in the mining space than there was in last year. So that's a positive. And overall, I think it's just been a good opportunity for us to deepen relationships we have with existing customers, to hopefully find new customers. But just as importantly, I think to deepen our relationships with stakeholders in the sector. So, and it's been very valuable and very useful.
I can imagine. And obviously from day one, coming to Indaba for Financial Insight, we noticed that there was a lot of upbeatness, if I can describe it like that, on the Zambian mining story. What were your reflections on the hype around Zambia? The president did give a very, very powerful speech on day one. But your engagement with delegates, what's the mood like on Zambia?
I think upbeat is definitely the word. I think that the macro picture certainly supports interest and investment in copper, as well as other minerals like gold and cobalt and so on. So I think there's a lot of interest globally to look for new assets in that space. But then focusing on Zambia, I think the story there is, the country's got its house in order, right?
Yeah.
And so if you're looking for a mining destination in Africa, I think it'll be hard to top Zambia in many respects, right? You've got a government that's really created an enabling environment for these long-term investments to happen. And we think we're going to see a lot more. The 3 million ton target once seemed like a bit of a pipe dream, but after the last few days, I'm starting to think, actually, no, I think in the next 3-4 years, we could very well hit that 3 million ton target, which would be a heck of an achievement and really a credit to the work that this government has done, as well as the broader industry.
Absolutely. And obviously, when we now start to think about GreenCo's, spread across Southern Africa, we do understand that the South African office is up and running and there's a lot of progress there. Are you able to share with us how things are going there?
Yeah, no, we're growing in South Africa. We've added to our team in South Africa. We're also doing the same in Zimbabwe. We've added people there. Our Zambian team is bigger than it was. So we're experiencing a lot of growth at the moment. We're on the cusp of really starting up in the DRC. We're already registered a company and have people on the ground there. And so it's just a matter of time before we hopefully operationalize the DRC as well. So it's a good story for GreenCo. I think we're not exclusively focused on the mining sector, but we expect mining demand for power to be really a big driver of our business. And so that's why we're here. That's why we're at the Mining Indaba. And that's not just in Zambia, but that's really across all of the countries in which we operate, right. South Africa included.
Absolutely. On a final note, what are you maybe say 2-3 key takeaways from the 2026 Mining Indaba that you take with you that maybe might even act as a springboard to power up the happy people of GreenCo?
I think the biggest takeaway is where it feels like we're on the beginning stages of really a commodity supercycle with a massive focus on Africa. And so I think we're going to see a lot of mining investment come into the continent. And I think Zambia is going to be certainly a big beneficiary of that. So I think that's certainly one big takeaway. I think the second one is everyone realizes you can't have mining investment without a significant amount of investment in power generation. and power transmission. And so that mining power nexus is definitely at the top of people's minds.
Correct.
All the mining executives that are looking to invest are very concerned or are very focused on how we're going to get the power that we need. The governments are focused on it, and players in the private sector space like us in the power space are also very focused on it. So I think that's the second biggest takeaway. And the third one is really I'm just impressed at just how big this event continues to be, right?
Absolutely.
From year to year. I was joking with someone that I feel like it's the Mining Indaba is outgrowing Cape Town, which sounds crazy, but honestly, it feels like once this conference comes into town, it literally takes over the city itself. Overall, a great event for us, and we're glad we were here. I think we made the right decision to come back, and we'll continue to do that.
Absolutely. No, Dr. Chikoma, thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank you, Mwela.
And we wish you well in 2026 and beyond.
Thanks. Same to you.
Absolutely. So there we have it. We've been speaking to the happy people of GreenCo. So stay tuned for more insights as we cover Mining Indaba 2026. I have been your host on day 4 of Mining Indaba. And as we always say at Financial Insight, get to know.